Imagine this piece of paper is like a person's life. And this person, they want to have a happy life. And so what they do, they try to study hard. They want to get a good job so they can make some good money. And with their money, they get their first home. It's okay, but they want more. And so this person saves up money so he can get a nice detached home in the country. It's very nice, they're very happy, but this person wants more. So they build a swimming pool, that's nice, but they want more. They get a nice new car, that's also good. A few years later they replace it and upgrade it. But they're still looking for more things in life to make them happy. So this person thinks after a number of years, well, maybe if I save up enough money and get on an aeroplane and go to Hawaii, I'll be happy in Hawaii. So he goes to Hawaii. Sure enough, he's happy. A few weeks there of using up the money, beaches, parties, sunshine, everything. But then the money runs out. So he then comes home. He gets back on the treadmill of life. And for the rest of his life, he tries to get things in life that make him happy. He meets a lovely girl. They fall in love. They even get married. But somehow this guy still looks at other girls for some reason. Nothing seems to ever make him happy. He does some good things, some stupid things. He feels very good about himself when he gives money to charity. When he gets older now, he even gets a bit philosophical. He goes to church, sings a few songs, says a few prayers. And one day, this person finally dies. And that is all the man is able to take away from life. When he dies, he goes before God on Judgment Day. And God says to him, I love you because I created you. I've been looking forward to welcoming you to heaven for eternity. I've kept heaven completely perfect because I want to give you the best, because I'm holy, and holy means perfect, and heaven is also perfect. You can only come to heaven though if you're perfect, because if you're not, you'll destroy it for everybody else. So can you show me what you did in your life that was perfect so I can let you into heaven? And very quickly the man began to say, well, yes, I went to church, I prayed, I sung songs. And God said, well, yes, you did, but that was religion. I wasn't really interested in religion. I actually wanted a relationship with you. What else did you do? Well, the man said, well, yes, I had a relationship with my wife. I loved her very much indeed. And God said, yes, you did love her, but you also loved to look at other beautiful girls as well. What else did you do in your life? The man said, well, I helped people. I was a good man. I lived an upright life. I gave money to charity. I helped people in need. And God said to the man, actually, when you gave to charity, you were giving out of your selfishness. You were giving to feel good about yourself. You never gave the best of what you had. God said to the man, the things you devoted your life to were good, but they were not perfect. That's why these things can never get you to heaven. They can only get you to hell. God said to the man, I knew you could never be perfect. I did create you after all. I knew you better than you knew yourself. I knew how many hairs on your head. And I knew that you could not fix this by yourself. And that's the reason why 2,000 years ago, I sent the solution into the world. I sent my son, Jesus Christ, who was fully God, but he became fully man. And he was able to live a perfect life that you were not able to live. But then he then died a cruel death on a cross to take the punishment for all the bad things you did in your life. You remember that when you were selfish and when you were not very faithful and when you only thought about yourself. And he died and he rose again after 3 days. And for you to have received that free gift, all you needed to do is 2 things. Number 1, be willing to turn away from the bad things you do in life and say sorry to Jesus. There might be many things in life you're not feeling strong enough to give up. And that's okay, because God would have helped you. But you needed to say sorry to Jesus. And the second thing is to surrender your life to him and start putting him first. But you never did those 2 things. That's why you cannot come to heaven. The choice was yours and you've chosen hell. Isn't it funny? We can talk to people in this life about all sorts of ugly, disgusting things, and yet the moment you mention Jesus, there's this awkward feeling that everybody seems to get. And you know, the reason is because all of us, we have sin in our lives. And when we sin, I guess it makes our hearts dark. That's why Jesus said, I am the light of the world, and whoever walks with me will never walk in darkness. And I don't know what the cross means to you, but there's so many fantastic verses in the Bible. There's one in particular that spells out the meaning of the cross with the word love. And there's that well-known verse in John chapter 3, verse 16, where it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him, they will not perish, but they will have everlasting life."